How many other women were in there taking those classes?
I was usually I believe I was the only woman. It only took one time being humiliated for me to figure out that that's never going to happen again.
Hi, this is MaryJoQuay.E of eXp Realty, and I'm here today with Sarah Londerville, Manomin Timbers. It's an unusual story, Women in Lumber. She has her own company. It is an award-winning company and a fascinating story. So, Sarah, thank you so much for coming. I'm really excited to hear about your story, and I know a little bit about your business, but we'd all like to hear some more. Can you tell me just a little bit about yourself and how you got into timbers?
It really starts back to getting to my childhood. I grew up in central Wisconsin, out in the country. My dad was a welder, and now we're gonna call this a side hustle. I guess that's what they call it nowadays. But back when I was a kid, it was really, he started a little side business to help make extra money, and that included a lot of scrap metals and bringing in steel. So long story short, we worked with all kinds of metals. All of a sudden, I moved to Minnesota and I'm managing retail at Camp Snoopy. Then I moved to the airport and I'm doing retail there. Have 3 kids, and like 10 years go by, and my third baby is being born, and I decided I didn't want to travel anymore for work. I really wanted to stay home. And my kid's father, he was doing this as a hobby, and I said, we talked a lot about making this into a company, taking the reclaimed wood, start out with just Douglas fir only, making flooring, and quit my job. And that was on July 5th, 2001. September 11th happened right after that. Slowly but surely, we kept growing. We primarily just worked with Douglas fir, did flooring. I was always trying to create new looks with just Douglas fir. And at one point, we ended up moving to Hugo, buying a big building. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with my now ex, my children, the father of my children. So we parted ways, we sold the company, and I actually did sales for 4 years for the new owner. And at year 3, one of the investors came to me and asked me to buy the company back. And I was like, are you serious? It's 2008, the economy's terrible. There's just no way I can do this. And he said, no, we really want you to buy the company back. So he loaned me the money. I bought the company back, and we're actually making what I consider a really beautiful product out of wood that would have once been considered firewood.
What kinds of woods do you do, or what do you have? I know that you do mantelpieces and back things or beams. What other products do you sell from there?
One of our biggest products is really flooring. We do a lot of flooring. So we take the best boards that we get and set them aside to make into flooring. So we'll do a skipped antique oak. It's our number 1 selling floor. It's really incredible looking. Our soft wood floor, it's a weathered antique. We still do a lot of fir floors, mixed hardwoods, chestnut, anything that comes off the barn that is of the right quality, we can make into flooring. Elm and ash. Whatever doesn't make the flooring grade, we put into paneling. That makes our paneling grade. I like to show everything that we do. I like to spend time with people. I tell people, when you're coming in for timbers, let's plan 2 hours, because of really looking through our samples and understanding at a greater knowledge or greater depth of what we do. I think that's really important for the client. Once this product is up in their house, I want them to feel like this is better than I thought it could even be. And I get that comment a lot, and I really love that.
That makes your day. Sarah, you started this 20 years ago, and we were living in a different world. Women, lumber, trades, they're not things you usually hear together. How was life for you like then, and how has it evolved now?
I actually really didn't know anything about wood. I have to be completely honest, and had a little bit of knowledge from the hobbying work that I was doing, but it only took one builder to ask for a tread in a skirt, and I asked way too many questions. And 19, 20 years ago, there weren't that many women in the industry. And he went in for the kill shot, to be honest, because like he knew I didn't have a clue. And that is when, and there really wasn't Google back then. So that we didn't have the
couldn't look, yeah.
So I literally bought books, and I bought books. I went to Menards and I studied their lumber section for treads, risers, skirts to understand, got the codes, understood what the codes are for fireplaces, for treads and railings and everything, so that I felt it was very important that I would know as much or more about my industry that any builder or anybody else would know. And that included going to the National Hardwood Floor Association yearly events and taking all the classes. I mean, I took classes on how to do inlays. Even though I was never going to install a floor or do an inlay, I
wanted to know
everything. I really wanted to understand how they did that.
How many other women were in there taking those classes?
I was usually I believe I was the only woman ever in those classes, but I just felt it only took one time being humiliated for me to figure out that that's never going to happen again. And I'm really proud because I feel that at this point, I get people asking me questions. I get emails from architects on helping them write the spec, or, just that they ask me questions. Hey, do you know where I can get this or this done? Even though I may not be doing it, they will ask, do I know, or what are my resources? Because I have so many resources because of just doing it for so long, and that I really want to be the expert at what I do. So even in my industry of reclaimed wood, I will have people call me and contact me with questions, just to throw around ideas.
You have earned it. And you've gotten several awards. Do you want to talk a little bit about the awards?
Well, we had received Petroleum Awards from the Builders Association, an ABC award that was with Resawn that was for a national award for a project in Michigan, and many house awards as well.
Can you tell people where they can get in touch with you, how they can find you?
Well, you can reach me at Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, at mrtimbers.com, mrtimbers.com, on the web, www.mrtimbers.com, and also just giving us a call at 651-464-1771. During business hours, we really pride ourselves on answering the phone. We really don't want to go to voicemail. We always try to have a person to answer that phone call.
Thank you so much. We will include all your contact information here, and happy timbers.
Thanks, MaryJo.